All right, so I want to talk about more of the NFL draft because draft season is upon
Less
us.
than a full month away.
Yeah, it's upon us. So I want to talk about the draft more, and I want to ask you because you've been sort of looking at the draft prospects a lot. Who is your favorite draft prospect?
Ooh, my favorite draft prospect. It was Jalen Carter, strictly from a talent and film aspect. But I think now it's between Nolan Smith and JSN.
JSN, Jackson Smith Ninjaba.
Yeah.
Ninjiba. Okay, that's fair. Why would you why you say those are your favorites? You have to pick one, by the way. Pick one.
Pick one. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Nolan Smith. Then.
Nolan Smith. Why?
Yeah. It's just like he's a freak athlete, and two, you look at like I saw the film before people was really onto him as like a top rated guy.
Mm-hmm.
But like the film is crazy. Like for how small he is in frame, like he's only like 230, if that, when he played in college. But like the way you turn on the film, it's just like this dude is a giant slayer.
Mm-hmm.
He was going up against those dudes in college, getting like doing nuanced things, getting stopping a run. When he was pass rushing, even though people said he lacks production, turn on the film. Good grief! Like I can't stand people stat box watch when it comes to evaluating draft talent. The dude is a stud. He has pass rush moves that he can do. He has a whole bunch of. He's not like Miles Murphy that has one move and somehow athletes his way into sacks. He actually has pass rush moves. He does a lot of swimming, a lot of ripping. Does a lot of pull. Things
bend?
Like he has crazy bend, crazy bend.
Crazy work.
Crazy bend, crazy work, and he's fast. He's all of these things that you need in a D lineman. You can get him up to like 240, 250 pounds, and he'll still have at least 4.4 speed. But those things that you see on film, you cannot teach.
You heard it first.
And that is why I'm a coward. I really am a coward because I would say he's edge one, but Will Anderson is he's just been too good for too long.
Breed.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then everyone knows Jackson Smith and Jigba. People not high on him. Oh, he's slow. Listen, he gets open. He can run nearly every route. He can play the slot. He just gets open.
That's a good point.
He had good QB play. I don't care. The man had more receiving yards than Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave.
I heard in the pro day he ran a better 40 time. I think it was like in the late 440, early 4.5.
Yeah, but it's hand time, so I mean.
Yeah. I know.
Kind of add a second to that, because you know how they do it the pro days.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, man. Actually, I'm going to give my top 5 wide receivers really quick. One is obviously Jackson Smith and Jigba. I think he's the more pro-ready guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's ready. You could put him in pretty much any system and he'll flourish because his route running is clean. He just finds he knows how to. He's a very smart player. He knows how to find the soft spots in the zone because he played mostly in the slot. And he has great hands. He's decent after the catch. And yeah, he's just a reliable target. My second wide receiver is probably Zay Flowers, even though he's a smaller guy. But once again, he gets open. He's quick. He can run routes. He's pretty physical for a small guy. And yeah, so he's my second guy. Third, I'm gonna go Quentin Johnston. He's moved up. Yes, I know I was on Quentin Johnston's case saying he wasn't, but he's moved up to 3 on my list because I think you can get him if you can get him to be more aggressive at the catch point. He's honestly wide receiver 2. Because like he plays faster than he looks. He's got the height.
Plays faster than he looks? Weren't you the one that said he doesn't play? He ran like a 4.3. People say he runs. He
run a 4.5 at his pro day, but he plays faster than 4.5. Yeah, he plays faster than 4.5 on film. People thought he was like a 4.3, 4.4 guy, but he actually plays faster than he looks. That's why I said that. Because his pro day, like yesterday or day, he ran a 4.5 or something like that. So if you could get him to be more aggressive at the catch point, I think you got like a legit number 1 guy. But as it stands right now, he's a number 2 at best. Because I just got to see that. I just got to see more dog in him. Like he's 6'3", but he doesn't really play like he's 6'3".
Okay.
And number 4, I got Jordan Addison. His production did drop when he went to USC, which is odd because now he went from Kenny Pickett to a Heisman winner.
He did get injured.
Oh yeah, injury did have a role, and he didn't very test well at the combine. So, but I still think
combine. Though,
it is the
combine is.
It is the combine.
That's why you got to watch the tape.
He has great tape too, but
combine. Listen, it's one. You know how it is.
I think the other guy's ceilings ahead of him is higher. That's why I say that. I think Quinn Johnson has a higher ceiling.
Okay, I mean that's true. He does have a lot more physical capabilities. He's more talented. Height. I don't know about speed, but
day one, Jordan Addison comes in as a wide receiver 2 on a lot of teams.
Okay, he might be wide receiver 1 on some teams.
I don't think Jordan Addison should be the number 1. I'm sorry, I don't see it. And wide receiver, that was 4.
Yep.
Yeah, 5. Probably Josh Downs because he's kind of like Zay Flowers, but a little different. Played at North Carolina, so.
How's his hands?
I gotta watch more film. I gotta watch more film. I think his hands is good though, ain't it?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, actually, I think he has one of the highest contested catch rates in the entire draft.
I remember I saw in the bowl game he was pretty solid with Drake May. They had a real nice connection. So yeah, his hands are pretty solid.
Yeah, I think he has one of the highest contested catch rates. Mm-hmm. Like completed catch, and Quinn Johnson, his is actually pretty bad.
Yeah, I know.
It's like maybe 16%, which is for a guy his size and his height, he should be having way higher contested catch percentage than that. But anywho, yeah, his hands are pretty nice. But then it also comes to you got to bring up this: if he's 5'8", 5'10" or whatever, why are you having that many contested catches?
That's a good point. 5'10", having that many contested catches is a good point.
Yeah, but yeah. So then after that, I'm gonna go after Josh Downs. I'm either gonna put Tank Dell there or Marvin Mims. I like Marvin Mims more because I think his route running is better, and he's a little bigger than Tank Dell. Tank Dell's like itty bitty kind of guy. So yeah, 6'7". I mean, it really don't matter, Okay. And after that, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
No, there's some decent value in the later rounds for those guys, but
okay. I mean, I'm not gonna fight you.
I'll have my edge rankings and all that CB rankings. I think I could do my CB ranking right now because it's
who are your top CBs? Let me just
Christian Gonzalez, Devon Witherspoon, Joey Porter, Deontay Banks. This is in order, by the way. Cam Smith, Darius Rush, and I haven't watched any CBs after that.
Got you. Deontay Banks out of Maryland.
I think he's from Baltimore too. I think he went to Edgewood. So,
what about your, few pass rushers that?
Oh I'm not that big of a fan of pass rushers this year.
Okay.
I think a lot of edge guys are little,
Yeah.
Yeah, but and Will Anderson is 1, Nolan Smith is 2, Tyree Wilson, even though he has been injured, he has to be 3 because I don't think Miles Murphy is all that good. Because I was like, he doesn't really have a lot of moves. He wins off one move consistently. And then the next level where everyone is just as physical, is just as athletic as you, you're not really gonna stand out.
He's a one-trick pony.
Kind of reminds me of like a Kaylavon Chase song.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll still have him at 4, but 5. I'm not that big on Lucas Van Ness. Luke Van Ness. I'm like, he's all right, but you know who I have been. And shout out to Voch Lombardi for putting me on. Will McDonald. Yes.
Where you played for?
I think it's not USC, is it? I can't remember. No, it's not USC. He played for
Iowa State.
Yeah, Iowa. Yeah, Iowa State. And the reason why he hasn't really been talked about as much as a lot of other guys is because the system he was in They weren't using him properly. They have him lined up on the inside and stuff, and try to have him beat guards. But when they lined him up at edge and like they told him to get wide, he was smoking people. He was like, he's just an athlete. He was just getting around him, and I was like, what is the coach doing? So yeah, Will. I'm still diving into the film on Will McDonald, but a lot of people have turned their opinion on him. So yeah, I'll be ecstatic if we got Will McDonald at like 58 in the draft. Oh my goodness, I'd do a backflip on stream and probably have to go to the hospital, but still, I'd do a backflip if we got Will McDonald in the second round. Okay. He's nice.
Okay, nice to hear.
Don't ask me about tackles. I haven't watched a single film on linemen. I watched some film on Steve Avila.
See, I don't.
I'd want. Please, I would be happy if we took him at 26.
I was gonna ask you about tackles because I don't really care about tackles that much. I'm sorry, they're just boring to me. But
that's fair. The lineman film is just kind of
Yeah. All right, so
I don't know much about running backs. I know my running back RB1 and 2 is Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah,
Jahmyr Gibbs is nice. I just started watching. Like, Jahmyr Gibbs is nice.
Yeah,
he's like an Alvin Kamara type guy.
Yeah, that's his comp.
Yeah,
that's his comp. I watched the film. He's really good.
Too bad running backs don't matter.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I will. Let's.
We should do a courtside view mock draft.
What? Yeah. I'm not very adept at.
Well, both of us we gonna both have our input, so I'll let you know if you tripping on something.
Man, I don't know much of this stuff, bro. Man. I used to back in the day, like when I was in high school. I used to like really look at a lot of stuff.
Well, if you not down, I'll just make my own mock draft.
Okay, yeah, make your own mock draft.
Boo, no fun.
All I gotta say is I have nothing to do with anything that he puts on his mock draft. That's all I gotta say.
I'm mocking the lineman to the Packers.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not mocking y'all a receiver. Why? It's not happening. I don't think y'all take a receiver.
Okay. We interviewed JSN during the combine.
Everyone interviewed
all right,
JSN.
Whatever. I can't remember the last time we interviewed a first round wide receiver. So
I'm mocking y'all a defensive player.
Here's the thing. I gotta ask you this question. What do you think the Cowboys' offense is going to look like next year?
I think the Cowboys' offense won't be top 5. And I'm going to tell you why. The way Mike McCarthy has been describing the offense, I don't think he wants to even be a top 5 offense, to be honest, statistically. I think he wants to be a type of offense that plays football. Like, I think he wants to be more like the 49ers, because West Coast, right? West Coast offense. He wants to be more like the 49ers. 49ers, I think they were top 5 offense towards the later half of the season, but early, no. So I think he doesn't want to be like the Kellen Moore. We're going to put up 30 points a game. We're going to air raid it out. I don't think he wants to do that.
So he wants to run the ball a lot.
He wants to run the ball efficiently. And a lot of things people don't realize that screens technically can be a part of your run game. Because you're getting your running back the ball behind the line of scrimmage. So I'm expecting a lot more screens, a lot more short passes on first and second downs, and more efficient running. We probably won't be that great on yards per play or points per game. We may drop to like 30 points to maybe 25 or so. But we're going to play great defense on the other end.
Who do you think the Cowboys are going to draft?
Oh, man, it's so many dudes, man, because we filled out so many holes this free agency, this offseason. I am super shocked, by the way. I still pinch myself every morning. I really hope they go lineman, because, like, please don't draft Bijan or Jahmyr Gibbs. I would be so upset. I mean, I'd be happy because the talent is great, but I'd be upset because it's like, that's not really, no, that's not how you team build. So I'm hoping it's either wide receiver, lineman, or Mozzie Smith. I'm a big Mozzie Smith fan now.
I have a funny feeling.
If they draft tight end, oh my goodness. I might pass out.
I have a funny feeling you guys are going running back in the first round.
I hope not.
I think...
Someone please save us from myself and draft Bijan ahead of us.
I think the injury to Tony Pollard
We can draft the running back in like round 2 or 3 though.
But B. John, you know how Jerry Jones is. He goes for the flash guy. And he sees that B. John Robinson is at like 15 or something like that. He's not too far behind, and he could trade up. And
if we trade up for Bijan, you may legit see me lose my mind.
I'm telling you, I think you guys are gonna draft.
If Bijan, oh my God, please, if listen, drafting Bijan, whatever, I'm gonna be excited because the talent is great. But if we trade up for a running back, I'm legit going to make a video losing my mind. Like I will lose my mind.
Let's get it. Let's do it.
No,
Cowboys.
stop. You trust me. No. Oh my
Come
goodness.
on,
No.
draft the running back in the first round.
No.
Trade up.
No. Oh my gosh. Please don't trade
trade
up. If you're gonna trade up for Zay Flowers or Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Nah, we're not doing that. You guys have Brandon Cooks. You good. You good at
You
wide
can
receiver.
never listen. We got to move like Michael Gallup doesn't even exist at this point because he was horrible last year.
Nah, you gotta. You listen.
Michael
You
Gallup
already
got to
have-
fight with Jalen Tolbert and them for a
You
roster
already
spot.
have CD and Brandon Cooks. You're good. You don't have to worry no more.
You can never have too many weapons
Nah, that's why you need a running back. Why not go beat John Robinson?
because you can get a running back. You can fix your run game by getting a lineman and then drafting a running back later.
John Robinson is different though.
Yes, but like I said, it's the Penei Sewell and Jamar Chase thing.
And the Bengals.
Anybody can run behind a good offensive line.
And the Bengals made the Super Bowl, man.
And they lost. You want to know why? Because they couldn't protect Joe Burrow. Jamar Chase was open. He was wide open.
Hey, but guess what?
Look, Aaron Donald was already on Joe Burrow.
But guess what, though? Does the Bengals make the Super Bowl without Jamar Chase?
I mean,
you draft Penei Sewell, but you don't have Jamar Chase. What happens?
well,
The Chiefs make the Super Bowl instead of the Bengals. That's
You sure?
what happened. Yes, I'm sure. I'm absolutely certain about it. So you say all that, but
it's
At the end of
different.
the day-
Listen, the talent discrepancy between a Jamar Chase and a Penei Sewell is kind of it's marginal. But the talent from a running back to a good offensive lineman, the utility it's not the same.
okay, well, B. John Robinson, they say he's the most talented running back since Saquon Barkley. So
Or if he's so talented, he shouldn't fall to 26 then.
that's why you guys are going to trade up.
And we better not.
You will, and you will be.
No,
happy.
I will not be happy if
You
we
will be
trade up.
happy.
If we give up draft comp for a run, oh my gosh, I'm a flip. Oh my goodness.
Jerry Jones. All right, well,